So it's all hands to the pumps because our parts are coming in today. So what we've done is we've put off taking these bearings off the differential so we can keep and preserve the shims right until the last minute so they're not kicking all over the workshop. We've already got the bearing off this side of the diff, and we've put JP's special dummy bearing on, and we've retained the shim. Now we had to destroy the bearing, which is something that we don't really like doing, but there's no other way of doing it because we're going to change the bearings anyway. We put the puller under the cage so the rollers go inside and pull up. Little bit of heat on it, they came out. So we're going to have to go on this side.
Just find that one.
Yeah, sorry. Get that into the middle. This is where we could do a bolt and pull it together. I wonder if we've got a clamp. So that we'll keep it, because I've got two long bolts through here and they're not the proper one. So we're going to try and put our little spacer on there. Put our spacer on there, and we're going to have to wind that up. So we'll come back when we're ready to pull it off. You got it? Put some tension on it again.
A bit of warmth.
Yeah. This is not going to be a bugger. The reason we're doing it like this is, I can't remember if I mentioned, but on the original casting there's two little cutouts to pull hooks underneath and then pull it off. The problem with that is we'll destroy the shims, and we want to see what the shims are like. It's going, isn't it?
Going, yeah.
So invariably you're going to destroy the bearings taking it off like this, but we'll save the shim. And that should save a lot of time, and we've got new bearings to go on anyway, so it doesn't really matter, does it?
No.
There we go. Bit Heath Robertson, but we got there in the end. There we go. A bit heavy. And there's our shims. We've saved the shims without destroying them, so that's pretty good. So keep them together. And then you see, just to say nick that bit there, but we'll put that there, so it's on there. And then the other JP's dummy bearing should slip nice onto there. So now we can assemble that. When we get the housing, we can put that in and try it and move the shims around to get the correct backlash. Hopefully, like I say, with Timken bearings and Timken replacing Timken, and this had very little wear on these gears. When we took it out there was hardly any backlash on it, so hopefully it should be correct. So we thought we'd see we've got the bearings sorted out. We'll put this differential back together, really easy. There's negligible play, minimal, it's just about right in there. We've put the gear in the bottom with the shim. Hopefully, like I say, until we get this assembled, we shouldn't have to change any shims because it was kind of good. And you can see the condition of the teeth were beautiful. The gears from here. That's that. Now, this is the tricky bit because we've got to line it back up with the marks here.
Okay.
You can see there's a mark here, so there should be a mark. Just be careful with that one. That'll be tight to get back on. Just give it a... There you go. Not tight, but... So there, is that the mark? 8?
8.
Yeah. There's no other marks.
8F. 8F.
Yeah, that's the way. So that goes onto there. God save the King. Now, of course, when we turn our shafts Now, we've got a small shaft. You can see there that there's no play in that. You know, some of these old Salisburys used to be really clunky.
Right.
When we get the bolts in, we'll try it. So what we're going to do now, very Loctite in there. Let's thread lock. We'll get some Loctite, put it on the threads, and we'll screw those down, and then we'll torque them down. Got a little bit of thread lock on there, and Paul's going to put those in, and we'll wind them down sort of by hand. We'll get a socket and just wind them down, and then it's 58 Newton meters to tighten it down. Now, when we took the bearings off, we measured up the shims, measured them up, and what we've done is I've wrote them down on a cabinet over there, so that rather than writing it on the bench or a bit of paper, so we don't wipe it out. And then, like I said, oh, excuse me, 58 Newton meters, and we'll tighten them down.
What size are they?
They're that size. So we've got the torque meter sent to, what did I say, 58 Newton meters. We could just put a little mark on one of the bolts to start off with, and Paul's going to hold this so it's tight as a tiger. We might have to do it in the vise, actually. I think we might have to do it. Oh no, we can do it. 1 minute, this one opposite, do them opposites. That's it, we'll go. Right, next one is that one, yeah. And then this one. This one. And then this one. Your baby soft hands will be all knackered by the time you get home. And then this one.
Get some fairy liquid out there.
Now we usually go around them one at a time.
Yeah.
You want to put a cloth?
But, okay. Because obviously... No.
That's finished now.
That's finished,
We're
yeah.
finished with that. Do you want to...
Do you want to hold that?
Yeah. And I'll just go around them now one at a time. So I'll go around them in a circle. Just to double check. I would have thought these would have been wired.
Okay.
But they're not. I think the early ones were. Mind you, they didn't have fancy Loctites like we have today. That's it. Let's just do this one just in case. And wind back your torque wrench.
Yes.
So as a test for this axle, we've put 2 axle shafts in. Paul's going to hold that in tight, and I'm going to take this end, so hopefully you can see this. Nothing, is there? It's rolling around, but
Yeah.
yeah, see that?
Yeah.
There's nothing at all. If I exaggerate it, I can turn it.
Yes.
But you can't feel any backlash in it, can you?
No.
I'll put your bill up because that's a good one.